Hello everyone. Again, magandang hapon sa ating lahat. So welcome to Coaching Think Talk. And I am Life Coach Cee Bercasio for Coaching for Unbarrenness. So this coaching conversation is for individuals who wants to journey from lack to abundance. Okay, so medyo binago po natin ngayon yung theme ng ating coaching conversation. So it's still for unbarrenness, but now it's from being in the lack to being in abundance. Okay, so because I believe that barrenness is not just in the womb, so it's not just the infertility in the womb. Okay, so and my mission is to help individuals to be mentally and emotionally fit to have that abundance that they desire in their life because you are worthy, we are all worthy, we are all absolutely worthy of the abundance that we desire. So thank you for joining me live today and please leave your digital footprints by letting me know where you are watching this from. So meron po tayong mga iba't ibang mga viewer na galing sa iba't ibang lugar po ng ating bansa and sometimes from outside the Philippines. Okay, so I am waiting for our fellow learners for this hour. Okay, and please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I am going to share with you today, which my topic for today is about living with abundance. So I will be sharing with you my journey from barrenness or from the lack to abundance. You may also give some shoutouts to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So just tag them in the comment box below, give them inspiring message, or just express your gratefulness or your acknowledgement for them being there with you. Okay. If you are watching this on a replay, please do put hashtag replay. So this I am streaming live via Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. So if you are new to this platform, kung ngayon lang po ninyo ito na-encounter, please do like, follow, and subscribe to these channels and Facebook page. Okay, so let me just introduce myself. Ayan, so again, I am Life Coach Cee Bercasio. My full name is Colleen Capino Bercasio. I am one of the Master Builders Apprentice by Master Coach A, and I am also one of her student under the 6 Steps to Six-Figure Speaking Career Program where we learn how to be professional public speaker. So I am also part of the Upskill Blueprint Circle of Master Coach A, and here this is where we get most of what we do, what we use in our coaching session, the toolkits and the materials that we use for coaching. Okay, so I am also a part of the Coach A coaching club. This was last year. This is the premium class of Master Coach A for coaches and entrepreneurs. And also, I am a mental model collector. So I am part of the Be Learning Society. It is the tent maker of the Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness. So later, towards the end of our conversation, I will be sharing more to you about how to join us inside the Be Learning Society. Okay, so I also have my private Facebook group, Absolutely Worthy Coaching Community. This is a community I created where for us, for people to be mentally and emotionally fit so they can achieve their dreams, so that they can express themselves, achieve their dreams, and live their purpose because really you are worth all of those, all of the better things that you desire in your life. Okay, so of course, this is Coaching Think Talk. So I have weekly segment here. This, ayun, ito nga, every 4 p.m. I have this coaching for unbarrenness. So if you would also like my previous segment, which is the coaching for actionable motivation, you can find it at YouTube channel Coach AI Connect or on the previous videos of their Life Coach Philippines Facebook page. Okay, so I am also speaking every 12 noon. Okay, uh, in Brewing Live. Of course, hindi ako yung araw-araw, no? Iba-iba kaming coaches. Pero twice a month, you can see me also inside the Brewing Live. This is aired live in the Life Coach Philippines page and also in Decap Coffee Republic Facebook page every 12 noon. So here we mentally we prepare you mentally, okay, for the challenges amidst during our present times. Ayan, so let me just remind you to not forget your hashtag pack my bag moments. So, lagi nga namin sinasabi na ba yung pack my bag moments natin. So, these are your key takeaways, your aha moments, wisdom that touches your hearts, that touches your heart, kung ano man yung nag-resonate with you. So, please, tag doon, share it with your friends, share it in your timeline, share it in your Facebook page or Facebook group so others can be blessed as well with what you have learned with us during this hour. Okay, so also put hashtag coaching team talk so that others may know where you have learned that from. Ayan. Okay, so our topic for today is yun nga, living with abundance. So when we talk about abundance, okay, let me just talk first about the opposite of it, okay, which is the lack. But in this coaching conversation, no, I will just term it as barrenness. Okay, so barrenness. So what does barrenness mean? Um, Barrenness means being bare. So, nakalagay dito from Mr. Google. So, barren means to be poor to produce much or any vegetation. So, usually it pertains to the land being unable to produce or being unproductive. So, it is if it refers naman to a place or a building, it is bleak and lifeless. Okay, so what it means to be barren or what the definition of barren is according to Mr. Google. Okay, so ang mga synonyms, okay, for us to have a better context of what barrenness is. So meron akong mga kinuha dito mga synonym kung ano yung barrenness. So it is bare. Okay, bare, walang laman, empty. Okay, so in other terms, it is also infertile. Okay, sa mga for people like me who don't have kids, usually yan yung mga sinasabi nating infertile or unproductive or dito, um, unfruitful, sterile. Yan yung mga terms na ginagamit natin. So other terms that pertains to being barren is impoverished, desolate, arid. Okay. So but when it comes, okay, to barrenness, it does not just hindi lang sito, barrenness is not just in the womb. Okay? For me dati, if kung tatanungin niyo ako, being barren is in the womb. But then I came to realize that barrenness is not just in the womb. It can also affect other areas of our life. It can also manifest in other areas of our life. So that's why this coaching conversation is now shifting to from lack to being abundant. Okay? So, the next definition that I would like to share with you is about abundance naman. So, this is the opposite of being barren. So, abundance. In context, okay, not necessarily exact opposite. What does it means to be abundant? Sabi rin dito ni Mr. Google, okay? So, a very large quantity of something or um, ayan, or an ample quantity, an abundant amount of something. Okay? So it also pertains to wealth and affluence and the relative degree of plentifulness. So ano yung mga pwede nating i-relate na other words for abundance? So it can be plenty, heaping, okay? Ano sa Tagalog yung heaping? So kung baga sa mga pagkain, no, isang bandehado, punong-puno, ayan, umaapaw, bountiful, fertile, okay? So multitude, madami. So that's what it means to be abundant. And since we are talking about barrenness and in abundance, what does it take for us to to bridge that gap, to journey from a place of lack to a place of having, or to a place of having enough, okay, or to a place of having abundance. um, Let me just share with you the areas of our life that can that where barrenness or the lack or abundance can manifest. This is for my take, and if you have other areas in life na nakikita nyo pwede nating idagdag dito, so just comment in our chat box, no? So, ito yung mga ano natin, areas in our life that we can see either the barrenness or the abundance. So, in finances, so usually kasi pag sinabi nila abundance, automatic finances agad ang naiisip natin. But for me, it's not just in finances. It can also be in your health. Okay? It can also be in our health. Do we have abundance in our health? Do we have, sabi nga natin, di ba? Like, are we really healthy and not lacking in our wellness? Okay. Tapos sa relationship, do we have abundance in our relationship? Okay, how is our relationship with other people right now, with our husband, with our children, with our um, colleagues, with the rest of our family? Okay, so how is our relationship with them? Can we see abundance in there, or can we see scarcity or barrenness or lack in there? Okay, and mind you, abundance is not in the quantity. Okay, so later I will talk about that. So another area is in our spiritual well-being. Okay, how is it our spiritual well-being? So in the skills and knowledge that we have, do we have abundance in our skills and knowledge? Okay, in the time, although ito medyo this is in context that time we all have the same 24 hours a day. Okay, pero dun sa iba, that 24 hours a day is sobrang ikli. Di ba, Marcia, sabi, ay, ubus na yung oras ko. Pwede bang mas mahaba yung oras natin or yung araw natin? Pwede bang isang araw hindi 24? Pwede bang 25 yan, 27? 'Di ba? Pinsan lagi natin sinasabi, wala akong time, wala akong oras, kulang yung oras ko. 'Di ba? So that is also an area where that abundance can we can see, or that abundance can be manifested, or that barrenness. Okay, mindset is our mindset, is our way of thinking abundance. So if you are familiar, so do we have that scarcity mindset, or does that abundance mindset? Okay, in our emotions. Okay, when we say abundance in emotion, ako, for me, I am pertaining to not just all positive emotions. Like, dapat pag sinabing abundant ang emotion mo, dapat lagi kang happy, lagi kang excited, lagi kang at the top of the world feeling, 'di ba? Pero what I mean here is that, do you have an abundance in the range of emotions that you are able to feel? From sadness to elatedness. Yun ba yung opposite? Like, 'di ba? From an emotion that is so down to an emotion that is so high for us. Do we have the capacity, or do we have that ability to be able to feel and not fear our emotions? Usually kasi we fear emotions, especially negative emotions. Ayaw nating maging sad. Minsan ayaw na pinipigilan natin yung sarili nating maging angry, 'di ba? Ano pa ba yung mga other emotions that we have? The grief. Okay? The grief that we feel. Sometimes ayaw nating ma-feel yun. Iniiwasan nating maka-feel ng negative emotions. Okay? But here, the abundance, actually, tamang-tama kasi ang kasunod nito, abundance of experience. Because your abundance of experience depends on the abundance of the emotion that you feel. Because your emotions will determine the experiences you have in life. Okay, so do we have that abundance in our experience? And of course, in the contribution that we make into the society, into the community that we belong to. Okay, when I say contribution, again, I'm not just talking about financial contribution. There are other things that you have na baka iniisip mo, wala naman ako nun. Pero hahanapin natin yan. Okay, that you might have that you can contribute into the site. Katulad, like me, no? So, speaking from experience. So, dati, yun nga, because of my barrenness, because I am not able to bear my own child, ang iniisip ko, I am so worthless, wala akong kwenta. So, ibig sabihin, wala akong pwedeng ma-contribute sa ibang tao. And then, I don't want to be in events with other people. Ayoko talagang kumakausap ng ibang tao. Kasi feeling ko, wala rin naman akong sasabihin maganda sa kanila. Not maganda. Wala din naman akong masasabing makabuluhan sa kanila. Feeling ko lang yun before. But now, yun, going through the journey that I went through, I, I, I believe, no? I have something worthy to share. I can share what my journey is that may help you also in your own journey. Okay? So, those are the areas of life that we may look into when we talk about either the barrenness or abundance. Okay, so before I proceed now to our next section or to the next topic that I will share, let me just greet those who are joining me live today. Ayan, so nandyan si Mayor Leonard, ang may ang better half po ni Coach Nords. So they are watching from Benguet. So Master Coach Hasmin is also here. Coach Lady Jen, thank you for joining me today. Ayan. So Coach Nords, of course, nandyan din. And si partner Coach Gleesy, thank you for joining me today. So in this area of your life, asan dyan nakikita nyo that you are lacking. Okay, that you are lacking something. So if you can share in the chat box, feel free to share whatever you share might also help other people kasi. Okay? So ayan, or if there is an area of your life that you may not want to share publicly but you want to connect with me, so later on I can show you where you can connect with me, but you can always connect with us at Life Coach Philippines through Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 for any coaching needs that you may want. Okay? Ayan, so sabi nga dito, a mindset of abundance does not mean that we have unlimited material resources in life. Okay? It does not mean that we have unlimited material resources in life. It just means that deep inside of us, we feel that we deserve the good things in life, and we are grateful for the opportunities that we have with no problem of sharing. So we feel that we feel that we are worthy of that abundance that we desire in our life. And we are grateful for the opportunities that we see. Okay? We are not just grateful for the opportunities, but we actually look for that opportunities because we believe that merong opportunity that is available for us to prosper in whatever areas of life that we have there or that you might have lacking. On the same token, it also does not take away the pain of disappointment or make one less likely to be hurt or taken advantage of. Okay, so being abundant does not mean that we will not feel any pain, we will not feel any challenges in our life, but in fact, it may put you at risk. It may put it may put us at risk if we want to pursue that abundance. However, that with that risk comes the reward of a deeper level of purpose and fulfillment in a life that is greater than yourself. Okay? That is greater than yourself. So yung fulfillment, sometimes kasi ba, naghahanap tayo ng fulfillment, naghahanap tayo ng purpose, naghahanap tayo ng happiness. Okay? But it takes courage to look for those. And it because it entails peril, or it takes risk for us to move from where we are now, in the comfort, in the safety of where we are now, into pursuing the thing that we want. Okay? That abundance that we want. But then again, soon after one, okay, starts giving, they will start receiving. Sabi nga dito, lagi rin namin sinasabi dito sa Life Coach Philippines, you cannot receive what you do not give. Okay, so abundance is not in what you have. This is my take about abundance. Abundance is not in what you have, but in what you give. Okay, but in what you give. If you have that abundance mindset of the things that you give, okay, so definitely you will also feel that abundance in your life, that abundance in your in your in feelings, okay, in anything, because you are able to give it, okay. So mamaya makikita nyo doon that what it takes to be to sustain abundance in life. Okay, so these are the three steps that I can share with you, that I have done, that I took during my journey from barrenness to abundance. So the first one is that I take responsibility. I took actually responsibility. Medyo past tense na. Ito yung nag-i-start ako. I took responsibility. Where? I took responsibility for my life. I took responsibility for my life and stopped blaming other people and blaming circumstances, okay, for what happens to me. So I just look at it that things happens for me, not at me. Okay. So it happens for me for a reason. It might be teaching me a lesson. It might be teaching me for things that I need to learn. It might be giving me an opportunity to grow. So I took responsibility for my life and stopped blaming other people, or the circumstances in my life. So me being not unable to bear my own child, parang sabi ko, hindi na ako happy. Bakit? Kasi hindi na ako magkaanak. So sino bang may salang hindi ako magkaanak? Okay, sometimes I blame it to God. But Lord, bakit hindi mo ako binibigyan ng anak? Wala naman, test kami. Wala namang nakitang diferensya. Okay? So, parang dati hanap ako, kanino ko ba ito i-blame? Sometimes on the circumstances. Like, di super stress kasi sa office. Sino sa nakaka-rate? Super stress sa office, magbakasyon ka muna. Aba, nakakailang bakasyon na kami ng mahaba, wala pa rin. Tapos sabihin ko, baka yung asawa ko masyadong stress din siya sa office niya, hindi lang pala ako. Kaya hindi kami nagkakaroon. So, like, looking for those things that sometimes we are justifying, reasoning, but we are not aware it is also a form of blaming these things outside of us that is causing that unhappiness in our life. Okay, that lacking in our life. Okay, so that's first. That I took responsibility and also recognize. Okay, taking responsibility is also recognizing that I can do something about my situation. Okay. Nung una nagpa-work up kami for us to have. Kaya lang hindi rin nag-work yung work up. Okay. We is still unable after several try of IVF and other medical intervention, wala pa rin. Okay. But still ano, I took responsibility and recognized that I can still do something with my life. Okay. Yun nandun yung turning point ko that time. So, so I took being able to recognize that I can do something and taking responsibility for my life. I took that first step. And the rest of the way, may mga nakatulong ako. Dati akala ko mag-isa lang talaga ako sa mundo. Sino dito ang meron din kayong feeling of unbelongingness? Super. relate ako sa inyo. Kaya, parang, 'di ba, pag wala kang anak, parang you do not belong as a single. Kasi hindi ka na single, may asawa ka na eh, 'di ba? Pero at the same time, you are not also belonging to a parent group. Eh, kasi sila may anak. So, saan ka? So, sometimes we feel that unbelongingness. And sa akin dati ang lalim niyan, may remnants pa rin yan ngayon. But unti-unti ko siyang unti-unti ko na rin naman siyang heal, nawawala through the help of other people. Because that is also one of the steps that I took. Okay, so may I share ko sa inyo. So the second step that I took is that I took risk. I took risk. For someone like me, and maybe some of you there, it takes risk for us to be vulnerable. To be able to express yourself and to connect with other people and show the real you, 'di ba? Medyo risky. We are risking that fear of rejection. We are risking that fear of failure. Who can relate? 'Di ba? Ang laki, for me, ang laki ng ni-risk ko before na parang, dati nga hindi ako makapagtanong sa guard, magtatanong lang ng direction, ayoko magtanong. Bakit? Parang iniisip ko, ano ba yan, sasabihin ng guard sa akin, yan lang, di mo alam kung saan. Sino man dito yung nakaka-relate, maybe not all of you, but somebody out there can relate to that. And then, ngayon, ito, nakikita nyo na, I am sharing something worthy with you. Okay. Dati hindi ako nakakapag-express din talaga ng sarili ko. So that's the second step. I took the risk of being vulnerable. The third one is that I took care also of my well-being. Okay, because taking responsibility is really something for me. It's a big step for me. Taking that responsibility to uh, do something about my life. And taking that risk of showing up and being vulnerable, that is something big for me. So that's why I also need to take care of myself and my well-being. I learned how to practice self-compassion and self-care and self-love. Eh, how did I do this? I asked for help. I asked for help in my tawag doon, I recognize that I needed help that time for me to be able to get out of the tower of the deep that I was in because of my feeling of unworthiness. And tawag doon, it's amazing how it transformed me into where I am today. So I asked for help. I recognized that I needed help. Sometimes kasi I don't know if you are a person like me before, that parang ang hirap sa atin mag-ask for help kasi we always think that other people will look down on us. That we see asking for help as something as a weakness. But through the things that I've read, I've learned, asking for help isn't really a weakness, but it shows us strength. It is a strength. So how did I take care of myself pa? So I also invest in my personal growth and development. So I invested in myself. Kung dati ang ginagawa ko sa tawag dun sa sweldo ko, okay, is to buy the things, the material things that I think can make me feel good. Okay? Ay, bagong cellphone. Okay? Or nag-travel siya sa ganitong lugar. Diba? Kasi dati I viewed it is something that makes me feel good. But then, instead of that, I shifted my budget from there to my self-growth. I invested in my life coaching certification. I invested in the additional learnings I needed to level up my skill not only in coaching but also in other areas of my life. And I I really feel that abundance in me, that I am overflowing with the things that I want to share with others. I want to show with others. Okay. Of course, taking care of my well-being, sabi ko nga kanina, also involves that self-care, self-compassion, and loving yourself as well. So instead of that negative self-talk that I always say to myself, napakawalang kwenta mo dahil hindi ka magkakaroon ng anak. 'Di ba? But I've learned to shift that self-talk into something that is positive that can help me grow myself. So, these are the three steps that I took. Ito yung sa start, nung nag start pa lang ako in my journey from barrenness to abundance. So, I take the responsibility for my life. I took the risk to be vulnerable and I take care of my well-being. Okay, so if you can share, okay, if you can share also some of the things that you think are help you into having that mindset, that feeling of abundance in your life. So you might be able to help others as well. Okay? So, since ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, yes, I took those steps to journey from barrenness to abundance. But to sustain the abundance, I needed these two, gratitude and generosity. Okay. I learned how to be grateful for the things that are good in my life. It means that naging deliberate ako sa paghahanap ng mga positive things in my life. We might feel that lagi na lang tayong tawag doon, nasa ilalim, kumbaga sa gulong ng buhay, lagi na lang tayo nasa ilalim and wala nang magandang nangyari sa ating buhay. Di ba parang pag nagkikento tayo, pag mas mahirap yung mga pinagdadaanan natin, parang feeling natin mas makulay yung buhay natin, 'di ba? But then again, check ourselves, check yourself. Are you just focusing on those negative things? Because we cannot remove. There will always be things like that. But then, are we also seeing the good things in our that is happening in our lives, the blessings that we are receiving, the things that we should be grateful for? So, pag again, tawag dito, when we see balanced life, you should be able to see the balance in the two, the negative side and the positive side. Because life is not just all negative, not just all positive. It's a balance of the two. Okay? And of course, generosity. Gratitude kasi is not just in words, but it's also in action. And yun nga, sabi nga natin kanina, you cannot give what you do not have. Okay? So what you have, give it. And it will, tawag doon, come back to us tenfold. Okay? It will come back to us tenfold. And that is what it really means to sustain abundance in our life. You know that, principle of sowing and reaping. Plant a seed of generosity and it will come back to us generously as well. Okay, so when it comes to generosity, it's not just in money. Again, it's not just in money, but of course, it can really help others. But in your time as well, in here, in giving, sharing your wisdom, in sharing what you know, in sharing your experiences, so that others can learn from you as well. Okay, so that you can bless others as well. You have been blessed so that you can bless others. Okay, so gratitude plus generosity is abundance. So that's everything I want to share with you today. And this is the question that I want to leave with you. How can you practice generosity this week? how can you practice generosity this week. Okay, so that I would like to invite you to this 6 week one-on-one coaching journey where you can learn to face your fears and break through life's challenges in pursuit of what really matters to you. So let's bring out that courage in you. Nandiyan naman yan eh, minsan nagtatago lang. So that you can claim the life that is rightfully yours. A life of freedom, a life of abundance, and a life of joy. Okay, so connect with me through this information. So my number is 0917-801-9550. You can just email me at coachcbercasio@gmail.com. I would like also to invite you inside Absolutely Worthy Coaching Community. And together, let's create that life of abundance that we desire. I would also like to invite you to join us inside the 5-Minute Talk Club. So this is a private Facebook group we created where you can learn the 5-minute talk formula that we used during the Summit event last August 10 and 11. So sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, I'm one of the students of Master Coach A under the 6 Steps to Six Figures Speaking Career Program. So if you want to learn how to uh, express yourself, share your message in 5 minutes. So join us inside that group and we will teach you that formula in a fun way because we believe that you have a story to share, that you have a message to share that can really, really help other people. Okay, so let as I end this conversation, I would like also to invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional life coaches. Okay, so if you are not yet a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card and you are still missing all the perks that we enjoy today, today that we enjoy today is the best time for you to take action. So just connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society. Ayan. So what is the Be Learning Society? It is the tent maker of the Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness. So Master Coach Hey A has a vision of putting up, building a facility for mental fitness, a home for mental fitness. Okay, so as member of the Be Learning Society, you will enjoy 3 perks. So ano itong mga 3 perks na to? First is the 5% discount for your food and beverage orders at Decaf Coffee Republic. Second one is the full access to mental model masterclass by Master Coach A every fourth Saturday of the month. And the third perk that you will enjoy as part of the Be Learning Society and a holder of the Be Learning e-card is a 90-minute free coaching session with senior life coaches from the Life Coach Philippines. Ayan. So save the date on October 30, this coming Saturday na po yan, at 7 p.m. And uh, join us for the next Mental Model Masterclass where Master Coach A will teach about the Thought Leadership Mental Model Mastery. So learn the Thought Leadership Mental Model and discover how you can become the 21st knowledge entrepreneur. So we really have a lot of ideas in our head, that knowledge in our head. So how can we turn that into something that is beneficial for everyone? Okay. For more information and registration assistance, just connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. And of course, for those individuals who wants to join us and who wants to embark in the journey of becoming a certified life coach. So Master Coach A now offers the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coaching Certification Program. So this is a CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. So doon sa inyo dyan na naghahanap or nangangailangan ng CPD units in their profession. So this certification program has a 40 credit units of CPD. Okay, ano nga ba ang CPD? Okay, CPD is all about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. And this is what makes co-actively co-create life coach certification program the perfect track for your continuing professional development. So life coaching is a 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains and thereby increasing their relevance in this increasingly complex workplace. Okay, so CACC course or the Co-Actively Co-Create course includes 21-day web-based learning. Okay, so meron tayo dyan 21-day web-based learning which you can access immediately upon registration, and you only need 5,000 for you to register. Okay, it also includes a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A and a 3-day live business bootcamp from a senior coaching team. Kasi 'di ba, pagkatapos ng certification, usually ang tanong natin, so what's next? Ano pa ang gagawin natin? Paano ko ba 'to magagamit? How can I set up a business around life coaching? So meron po 'yan kasama sa certification program, a 3-day live bootcamp for from our senior coaching team. So the program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. Ayan. So just connect with us and connect with Coach Rizal. So yan, so do join us again for another coaching conversation tomorrow. So ito po yung lineup ng mga coaching Ting Talk natin tomorrow. So we have there Coach Glacy at 10 a.m. for coaching for Uncaged Life. And we also have there Coach Winnie Nang for coaching for Victorious Living at 2 p.m. And of course, at 4 p.m., we have their Coach Candy for coaching for mental fitness. So, magaganda yung mga uh, topics that we are sharing here in Coaching TikTok. So, hopefully, I can see you tomorrow. Okay? Once again, ayan. So, once again, this is Life Coach Cee Bercasio from the Life Coach Philippines. Okay, for Coaching TikTok, coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us from the Philippines. Love bang boom, love bang boom, love bang boom. Bye!